That's another episode of Freddy and the 8th.
And for more great content,
make your 9 now, your home footy.
Make 9 now.
Oh!
That's another episode of Freddy and the 8th. And that's another episode of Freddy and the 8th.
I think we got it. For more great content. For more great content, make 9 now, your footy of home. That's another episode on. Wow.
That's another episode of
Freddy and the 8th.
For more great content, make 9 now, your home of footy.
Hey,
very good.
Toby joins us now on the couch. You nailed that.
They call me a natural.
You could have a job in media when you're done.
Is that an offer?
Is that the plan?
I don't have a plan, so I guess that's probably the best plan, isn't it? I mean, whether or not having a plan's a good plan, but media could be definitely a...
How old are you now?
29 going on 50.
And how long's the, or going on 15? How long are you signed up for?
End of next year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so still a bit of time there. Fitzy might want to get rid of me soon, I'll wait and see.
Well, I heard you terrorise Fitzy.
Yeah, well, someone's got to do it.
He's too nice a guy, isn't he? How do you terrorise him?
Lots of different ways. There's gave him the cold shoulder treatment after Vegas for not taking me, but he probably would have preferred that, not having to talk to me for so long.
Well, this was a touchy topic because you actually unfollowed all your teammates on Instagram. Did you exit the group chat as well?
Many times they kept trying to add me in, but I kept having to get out. Yeah,
and you were at home crying on your lounge too.
That was shared in a moment private between us, but yeah, may as well tell everyone about that. A few tears we shed, a bit of FOMO. FOMO's the worst, isn't it?
Did they get on the drink? What's that out of your mouth?
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, that was Charlie.
That's sad head.
Yeah, it is
It would have been hard to be at home when everyone's overseas in Vegas and you.
Was that your dog?
Yeah.
Well, what are you doing at Danica's?
He was minding my dog for me.
It was a crazy time. Like I just had my best friends. I've been there since 2019. There's still 8 of us there that won a comp at Newtown together, and they're on the other side of the world and. I'm crying on my couch, babysitting Danica's dog. So.
Did they let loose over there?
Yeah, they FaceTimed me. Ronaldo FaceTimed me. I think the first day they got there, they had a bit of a crack. They were on a bus that turned into a party bus because it took so long to get from A to B.
Where did they go from LA?
No, they didn't drive there. It was the first day they were going to like an ice hockey game or going to Venice Beach or something like that, and gave me a FaceTime and I just literally almost a tear shed down my face and they were all nude on the bus having the time of their lives and I was like, boys,
that's like my dream. Who's king? Who's the king there? Just go.
King of
who has a crack at the Sharks, other than yourself? Obviously.
Billy Burns.
Really?
Young Billy Burns. Yeah, I saw some good videos. Tom Hazelton.
Yeah, I thought Tommy.
Tommy's up there. Yeah.
If you Paso like.
Billy's a Parks boy, isn't he? Country boy.
He is. Yeah, Parks Baseman Junior.
What's his go-to? What's his...
Just abusing people.
Just abusing people?
Yeah, just tear shreds off people, but it's funny to watch. Yeah. It's funny to be a part of.
What about Adam Fanua-Blake? I reckon he'd be terrifying.
He's got those eyes, hasn't he? He's got
is he scary?
Yeah, I play poker with him a fair bit, me and a few of the boys, and when you win money off him, it's like, no, you can keep it.
Did he grow up in Maroubra? Is he from
mascot. So he was a mascot Jets junior. So
did you play against him?
So I played against him like once. I still remember it was a school carnival for primary school. I was at South Coogee, he was at mascot.
Yeah.
And it was a junior seniors, so it was like the 2 age groups combined.
Oh.
And I remember playing against this 38-year-old Tongan man going, what's he doing in year 6? And very hard to tackle back then, still the same now.
He's good, isn't he?
Mate, the first game sort of speaks volumes. I mean, Mono had the best start, sort of had a panic offload for his first carry, but then his second half was just class. I mean, that late footwork, there's no big man in the game that has that late footwork that he possesses. It's something to behold and something that, I'm really glad that I don't have to face anymore, I don't have to tackle it anymore.
But if you think of that try he scored, I don't think I've ever seen anyone score a try through that part of Penrith.
Yeah.
Like you just don't get there, do you?
That was over Dylan and Isaiah Yale.
Yeah, 2 quality defenders. I was speaking to the boys about it. Apparently over there, because it's in the middle of the desert.
Here it is.
Jesus. 5 blokes, pretty impressive defenders all amongst it. Yeah, apparently you couldn't get any moisture in your mouth. It was just playing over there. They said it was the worst environment, just in terms of the
atmosphere.
Yeah, the atmosphere over there. It's just dust.
Yeah. You actually can feel it. Like after a while, you sort of like you get sore and stuff in your mouth and your nose and stuff because of the dust that's in the air, because it literally just sweeps in from.
That's what I was saying.
What's it like when you fall asleep coming home from the nightclub and wake up on the street. Well, this is Mount Druitt Freddy does. How'd you go in Vegas last year?
Last year. Lost my phone, lost a jumper.
Is that why there was no start this year?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, okay.
The wife.
Burnt some holes in your shoes as well.
Yeah.
How'd you manage that? Oh, dancing.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, thumbs
was all
out.
happening.
You've seen Freddy dance. It's
all
hilarious. He's got the thumbs out. It's the best. And you went to Scott's College.
Yeah, I did.
Didn't know
Yeah,
that.
yeah. I went
How was
there
that?
it was an eye-opening experience to go from sort of just like your local Catholic school to that sort of different level of class of citizen was.
Did it change at all? Do you think it changed?
Yeah,
you?
what do you learn from that? Like, what do you learn from being part of the different circles?
Oh, well, you know what? One thing that I did learn was country people are the best people on earth. So I didn't make a whole lot of friends from school, but I've got 3 mates and they're all from Port Macquarie, Mudgee, Orange. And
Macquarie?
yeah, they all give the shirt off the back for you. And I went to Mudgee was the first sort of friend's house I went to after being there for 6 months and still friends to this day. So that's one sort of key lesson, amongst others. I also learned that having money's fun.
But what about, they say on those schools, the contacts that help you out, especially corporately, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure. That's one thing that I didn't really take advantage of. I wasn't really in sort of the school for corporate reasons. I didn't have a sort of an academic brain as such. And if you do go there, the contacts you make is unbelievable. If you go on there for business, if you go on there for finance, the amount of sort of ex-old Scots boys that are in these high roles are crazy. But it doesn't matter. No matter what role you're in, you could be a pipes and drum kid and go to Scotland. I went to South Africa playing rugby union. Did you? There are some kids that are on photography going to Galapagos Islands. Like, there are all these opportunities in the school. Obviously, outside of it's a different story as well. But just being there was, it was a crazy experience and one I'd never give up for sure.
You missed year 9, so you missed year 9, didn't you?
Didn't go again, Gary.
Yeah.
Kids come back different from there, don't they?
I've heard some stories.
Well, my Lewis, some of his mates have gone. It hasn't changed them.
Hasn't changed them at all.
No, what it does do, so they got this school down in the south coast, and they pretty much go there. They take their phone off them, computers off them, and they sort of camp and they just they get around, they train. They all come back that fit, and
they walk home as well.
And they walk home, so it's a 200k walk home. They bike and walk over a week. I went down and spoke to the group actually at where was it, down near
Kangaroo Valley?
Yeah, halfway home. So their last day I went and spoke to the group this year. So they talk about their experiences and it's good.
Your journey to the NRL went sort of full circle and around.
For sure.
So you're South Junior?
South Junior.
And then you went to Queensland, Q Cup?
Yeah, played a bit of union in between.
Rugby?
Lots of rugby, yeah. Well, Scots was the rugby union school, obviously, and then from there ended up getting to South through an injury, rugby league. From South to Redcliffe to Sharks, Newtown. This was one of the craziest games I've ever been a part of.
Billy Magoulis.
Billy Magoulis is the magic man.
The Greek.
Over the top. 2 times in a row that happened. The game before it as well, to win the grand final, was the same play.
And how many of those guys kicked on to play?
Jeez, there's about 8 of us. There's Will Kennedy, Sione Katoa, Ronaldo Militalo, Braden Trindle.
He's a good player, Trindle.
He's unreal, yeah. We got myself, Teague Wilton, Blake Brayley. Wow. So there's a pretty big contingent of us that's still there. That was, 6 years ago now. Yeah.
And just lastly, before we let you go, your injury, you had shoulder surgery. It wasn't major surgery, just minor surgery. When can we expect you back?
What's the difference between major and minor surgery?
Well, wouldn't a major surgery be like a full shoulder reconstruction?
I don't know. How long are you out for that for? Do you guys know?
6 months.
6 months? Well, this is 4 to 5 months, this one. Right. So hopefully, I was hoping to get back this week. It would have been a bit early, but was aiming for that was the goal.
Yep.
But now it'll just be week to week. I've got my strength almost sort of back to where it needs to be, but just got to get rid of some of the pain around it. So doing a bit of work with the physios now, hopefully back for round 3 at home against South, the old club. Always want a
big game.
Big motivation to get back for that one. But yeah, any week now I should be back and rare and fit to go.
All right, we can't wait. Hey, thanks for joining us here.
Thanks
I think we're going to get you on again. We'll get you on throughout the...
Hey, I'd love that,
regular.
guys. I like hanging out with you guys. It's good fun.
Freddie, the 8th, and Toby.
And Toby, there you go.